A few days ago, a racially insensitive email surfaced from UBA board president Cybil Reynolds. The email contained comments about me. I haven't spoken out in public until now, and here to join me as I do so is the woman who wrote those comments, UBA board president Cybil Reynolds. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on. Now, I know there was some furor, well-deserved, over the statement that UBA issued some days ago. It was inadequate, to say the very least. The mistake was mine, and mine alone. And I'm here to apologize in person. Chris, I am deeply sorry for what I said. Even in the heat of a contentious hiring decision, nothing can excuse what I said.
You mean calling me Aunt Jemima?
I didn't exactly call you Aunt.
I want to set the record straight. You know that Aunt Jemima was on boxes of pancake mix and not cereal, right?
I guess I know that now.
But this is about more than just an offhand comment. The irony of your joke is that the pearl milling company used the image and likeness of a black woman to sell a brand. I'm sure with no profit participation. My question is, what brand am I helping UBA to sell in your eyes?
Look, words matter, actions matter more. And UBA has been sorely inactive when it comes to equity and inclusion. Now, the board isn't involved with day-to-day operations. We leave that to the capable leadership of our CEO. But when that leadership falters, I have a duty to step in.
Don't you dare.
Is she firing shots at Corey?
Oh, he deserves them.
I'm not sure you answered my question.
No.
But let's talk about stepping in. What would that look like? Do you even think it's possible to win back the trust of UBA's employees?
You know something? I do. I do think it's possible, and it'll start with a dialogue between UBA employees and the board. From now on, you all will have a voice at every single board meeting. Now is the time for transparency.
That's great to hear, truly. In the interest of transparency, was I hired for a permanent anchor position because I am black?
Obviously not, no.
But you see my confusion, right? Because you used a clumsy, racist comment to complain about my hiring. Did you think I wasn't qualified? Was that it?
Well, you know, in point of fact, at that time, I did not believe you were qualified. Let me rephrase. You were untested.
Well, that's not exactly true. Were you aware that I was Q-tested more than any other person who has ever anchored the show? That I had to have 8 different approval meetings in addition to the strategy discussions about my hair.
I was unaware.
And I still found time to spend weekends with 4 former anchors developing my on-air skills.
Well, now that is impressive. It's very admirable.
That aside, I don't understand why you used a racialized image when discussing me. Is that how you see me? Is that how you see us?
Would you want your entire career reduced to one unthinking, boneheaded thing you said in an email? Haven't you ever said anything that later you came to regret when speaking casually?
You're in a leadership position at this network, and on your watch, you let employees of color be systematically devalued. Is that something to be casual about?
Donnie, tell the camera to push in on Cybil and keep pushing until I see her pores.
We're supposed to break. You want me to cut?
No.
Okay, camera 2, push in, closer.
No. I was careless, and there isn't any excuse. But you have to understand, we don't just give this opportunity to anyone. Anyone who sits in that chair has to be grateful.
There it is.
I should be grateful.
Well, that your job is so very hard to get. I want to say As for UBA as an institution, going forward, I think we should move on from this climate where racial divisions are exploited.
But that's every climate, though, wouldn't you say? But yes, we will move on from institutional racism right after this break.